Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the reading for the week ahead. I am Shireen, and welcome to Era Aces to all the new people who have joined us. I'm very happy to have you here, and to my existing clients, as always, I send out my heartfelt gratitude for you being here week after week and interacting and coming back. I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. So, very welcome to the reading for the week ahead. We are going to be looking at the energies for this coming week and what to expect, etc. And before I start, I just wanted to mention the energy sessions or the intention setting sessions that are coming up. On the 28th of February, we have a new moon in Pisces, so I will be doing energy sessions for that. There is a myriad of different energy sessions that are available, from cord cutting to relationship healing to working on your chakras to generating money for your business. Whatever it is that you need to do. I'd also do customized intention setting. So if you're looking for a job or the right house at the right price, these kind of things can be worked on. And if you feel like you need a little bit of a push in the right direction, then let's see if I can help. All right, so that is the 28th of Feb, new moon in Pisces. It's going to be a lot of emotions, especially probably around romantic energies and stuff like this. All kinds of connections and friendships and platonic and romantic. So very interesting. And then we go into March, which is going to be two eclipses. So 14th of March is the full moon eclipse in Virgo, and 29th of March, new moon eclipse in Aries. We're in for some interesting energy. Let's for now focus on what this week holds for us. Okay, so I'm going to be using three decks here. The first one is called the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. And then over here we have the Carl Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And finally on the right hand side here, the Psychic Tarot. So we're going to see what they give to us. I have pre-shuffled, but I'll give them a bit of a shuffle while I'm working with them automatically, and we're going to see what comes up for you. All right. I'd just like to see what is the general theme of this coming week for us, please. What is the theme of this coming week for us? Whoa. Okay. Whoa. We got three. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Looks like slightly more difficult energies this week than what we had the previous week. We've got gratitude, being at an impasse, and confusion. Okay, so I feel like there is some good news that we are dealing with at the moment. This might literally be for some of you that you can share the news of a pregnancy or something along these lines. This is about really being grateful for the connections we have, and I feel like this is probably coming from this gratitude will come from us being grateful for the people that we have, just like I was saying now with the people who follow here, that to keep that connection open, to have that communication, that's all very important. And I feel like having the people around us that we have around us are going to help us with these energies of feeling like we're stuck, we don't know what to do, there's confusion here. I feel like to some degree this is going to be indecision. And I also feel like when we're at an impasse, it's not always our energy, it's not always our doing that we are stuck. All right, I feel like there could be external conditions here where we are in limbo, or something is sorry, I just want to see this up close. Something is restricted, and it's not necessarily something that we created or that we have control over. I think it's vitally important for us to really keep things in perspective this week, that we don't get ourselves confused by certain things. Okay, that's easier said than done, but I feel like this is the ghosts of the past. I also feel like this is other people speaking in your ear. So like, don't let those outside influences and things that people are saying or conversations that are happening around you influence you too much or make you feel worse, because I feel like this can really just add insult to injury when we find that we feel like, oh, okay, now I'm a little bit in limbo, or I'm a little bit stuck in a situation. make sure that you're not listening to outside stuff. It could be stuff on the radio. It doesn't need to mean that your friends are gossiping about you or giving you bad advice or anything like this. I don't think this is necessarily the case. It's just stuff we hear. And also be careful of what your own mind tells you. Okay, don't let your mind tell you stories that just aren't true. It's vitally important to try and keep some kind of perspective in the situation. An impasse, we'll see as we go deeper into it. I'll try and ask how long it's going to last, or just kind of see what unravels here. This is just the beginning of the information. So let us see. Is there anything else from this deck, please? Anything else from this deck for the week ahead? Yep. Impartiality. Okay, wow. This actually says, the first thing I saw was pain. It says paint. Okay. You see how she's got this energy around her. She's actually her energy is protected at this point. She really is impartial. This is exactly what I'm saying about not getting confused or not allowing that confusion to kind of creep into our energy. This is vital, and it's going to be very helpful if we can do that. I think this is about keeping your energetic shields up. If you want a shielding exercise, I can actually share that with you. You can get hold of me through a myriad of different ways. All right, you can comment here. You can get hold of me on my Telegram group at AeroAces. Or if you're on Telegram, look me up or get hold of me through messaging me through my Etsy shop, on Instagram, wherever you come across these things. All right, so there's this confusion here. You see how the smoky energy is around this person. It seems like they're trying to coerce them or whispering in the ear. It's almost like the vision that, that typical depiction of saying there's a devil on your shoulder. This is what I see here. And then this impartiality is quite an interesting card because she's so centered. She's exactly the opposite of this. And I feel like that's how you get to this point, is to not listen to all the outside stuff, protect your energy. She's got this aura of protection around her. And this is saying, the way that they've written paint here, there's one that says pain and one that said ain't. So it's like, it isn't that way at all, or you can choose to take the path where it's going to cause you pain, or you're going to dwell on the pain, or you're going to focus on whatever is uncomfortable for you. You can either say, it ain't like that, okay, it's not the way that it seems, this is not true, all of this nonsense I'm hearing, or you can focus on the pain. She's got both in her hands, and she's like, you know what, I'm not going to deny my feelings and stuff, but I'm surely not going to let it completely influence my life and get me completely stuck. And like I said, this might be something that you can't necessarily control. It might be waiting for someone else to do something, or someone else has caused this confusion. Be impartial. Being impartial also means zoom out of the situation. Like you are a bird flying above the situation, looking at it and say to yourself, okay, well then now how do I see it? What does this perspective give me? Or what is the, when I'm looking at things from an outsider's perspective and it's not me involved, what advice would I give to this person? We sometimes really, when we're in this energy, we really battle to get into this energy. And we need a little reminder, hey, zoom out. Pretend it's happening to someone else. What would you say about that? What advice would you give them? And a lot of the time, that is what can bring you out of this. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, so I'm going to... Let's do the Psychic Tarot first. All right, can I have another card that goes with gratitude, please? Thank you. Prosperity begins. Okay, so I feel like it's very important not to let any of this stuff drown out something that's good that's coming into your life. This is a number one. It's about something that's about to begin, or it's in its beginning stages. And I know these are supposed to be apples, but I just heard everything's just peachy. I feel like there is the support. You see these two hands also on top of each other. It's like, don't worry, I got you. I'll keep you grounded. because there's so much to be grateful for. There's so much potential coming. Don't let this stuff get in your way. It's almost like a little bit of a test. All right, what goes with the impasse card, please? Oh, I just dinged that one. Partnerships and alliances. Okay. There we have it. It's like external people. It could be also, this is number 3, so it could be something that involves a third person or 3 people or 3 entities. Like if it's a business thing or something like that, it could be possibly be you and 2 other people, or your business and 2 other entities that you have this impasse with. Okay. Please let me know at the bottom of this, in the comments, if you actually like the style of reading that I'm doing today, because it's very different to what I'm usually doing. I decided to try something different. Then you get different results and you change the energy. Okay, confusion. Third eye chakra. Do you see the colors here as well? These are all third eye chakra colors. When we are in touch with our third eye chakra, when we're in touch with our intuition, the energy that comes through as messages from the divine or your higher self or whatever you want to call it, this is when we do make good decisions. This is when we can remain impartial. She's even got these colors as well, and I feel like she's got this beautiful gem that's shining that she wears on her neck. Can you see that? Everything with hers is just shining. She's also got a gem on her forehead where her third eye is. So I feel like somehow here, I feel like this situation can be helped by you speaking your truth from a place of love. Okay? I feel like the throat needs to be released here. And I feel like you might have to eventually say something, but remain impartial first. Get the higher mind involved to see what the real situation is. And then you might have one sentence or one statement you can make that can resolve this issue for you. Okay, I feel like this is coming in to kind of try and confuse your thoughts, and you might say the wrong thing or do something silly because there is this confusion around, or we just lash out without thinking, without getting to that balanced, impartial place. Don't do that. Okay, the 6 also shows a bit of difficulty. It's usually our tapping into our ability to surmount a difficulty or overcome something that we need to overcome. Meditation would be good too, and meditation doesn't need to take up your whole day. You can do it for 10 minutes, just clear your mind. If you don't like guided meditations or typical, traditional meditations, play some music or something that is very relaxing and just sit and listen to it, and even put your timer on for 10 minutes, but zone out, okay, in whatever way that works for you. If you listen to the sound of a waterfall and birds or whatever it is, just give your brain a timeout, because you won't believe the amount of information and solutions and things can come from that. Even 10 minutes, don't underestimate it. Give it a try. Okay. When you're dealing with the energy of partnerships and stuff, you really don't want to do something that's too rash or too impulsive, because those are the kind of things we can't take back, or that really can just add insult to injury, that can worsen the situation with a relationship or a partnership or whatever this is. And this, sorry, I have to just add, this is such a beautiful energy here. It's like there's so much to be grateful for. Don't focus on the negative stuff. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't put other people in that position. There's something being birthed here, or something creative that's beautiful. Okay, so it could be a new project. It could literally be the birth of a baby. There's something to celebrate, and don't let this become a dampener on the whole thing. It could be a new business you want to start, and you're having a little bit of trouble. Take things from the higher mind. Take a time out. Ask for guidance. Say, please show me what's possible. What do I need to do right now? Okay, what goes with impartiality, please? Mental conflict. Okay, there we have it again, this mental conflict. When we have mental conflict, that's exactly the thing that we need to do, is be still. This number 2 also shows relationships. It also shows being at an impasse, like you've made it halfway through now, you're a little bit stuck. I also see here conflict and defeat popped up. You see, this is what's going to happen if you let it get to the point of conflict. You don't want this. You don't want to get into this energy. Just because you had some confusion, you were feeling overwhelmed, whatever the case is, mental conflict, confusion, this can be your undoing. You really need to, this is important. You really need to meditate or chill out or go have a bath or, you know what, just switch off all the, like the social media and all of that stuff and put on some stuff that's going to really just get you into a balanced state again. Because that's where you need to operate from. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. All right, we don't want this. We don't want this changes, challenges, fluctuations. These things can happen without us getting into this state. There's all of these other energies as well. Do you see the energies in the background? I don't know if you can see them well. Let me try and get it to focus. There we go. I think you can there. Do you see on the wall or in this mist, there are these people running past him. They're all running up the hill. They're all running, and now we've gone defaulted to the Kate Bush song, I'm sure, which is not really the energy I want to give here. They're running up the stairs. They're making progress. They are elevating. They are going up, which is what you need to do. You have to operate from the higher mind. You need to be elevated, not getting into those low vibration energies. He didn't heed the call, and now all he's dealing with is conflict and defeat. Maybe even look at, are the other people that you're disagreeing with maybe making a good point? Are they saying and doing things that are maybe quite reasonable, and you're the one that might be a little bit unreasonable, or maybe you're a bit set in your ways, or whatever the case is? You know, maybe you're only seeing the negatives. Maybe you're the one who has to have a mindset shift. Because everyone else seems to be on the same page, and there's 3 people there. I don't know if you can see that. But you seem like the odd one out. Well, that's at least how it's going to be if you don't get yourself into this stable, balanced place. If you don't stop the voices in your head and the stories that you're telling yourself, because you might be making some things up. Okay, I say this with love and respect. Is there anything else, seeing as that one popped out sneakily and I didn't even see it? If there's nothing else, I'll take the bottom of the deck, because I just feel I should. Yep, there's nothing else. Okay, so what is it? Spiritual strength. Sorry, I've just washed up the deck here, so I just want to straighten it out. Do you see how this green spirit energy behind this person is stabilizing them, holding them up? Do you see how there's an emphasis on working together rather than not working together? Do you see how loving connections can help you to keep you grounded, to hold you down, to warm the ground, to make that seed want to sprout, to bear fruit? All of these beautiful things that can come from this gratitude and being open to maybe just the ideas of others and not being too rigid, so that we don't get to this impasse. Rather work together than fight and argue. And I feel like this is a challenge with yourself. Hey, this is like you having an argument with yourself. But you need to know that there's support around as well. This is what can help get you out of the state. The spiritual strength is a number 9. It can get you to the end of this difficult chapter, but you've got to be in this meditative state. You have to maybe even imagine this beautiful green spirit. The green is associated with the heart chakra. It's the energy of love. Like I said, maybe you need to speak your truth as well from a place of love. Maybe you need to first sort out your mind. Don't speak before that. And when you have something constructive to say that can move you towards a healing place in the situation, then speak up. When you are balanced, maybe then speak up. And maybe you'll be saying something completely different to what you think you say. You know, if you would say something now, it would be completely different to what you would say after you've actually gone to this place of, let me get balanced and centered and grounded. Maybe a friend can help me do that. Okay, this guy's looking more like Joe Rogan the more that I look at him. Okay, let us now move on to Carl Gray's Angels and Ancestors. Okay, we're going to move this aside just for a second. We're going to move this aside too, because we don't want to be focusing on what we don't want. We would rather focus on spiritual strength, wouldn't we? Okay, and then let's see what else we get. So, may I please see what goes with this prosperity and gratitude and love and groundedness? Anything to offer for that, please, from this deck? Here it comes. There we go. Protection, guardian, drop your shields. Okay, so this is asking you to let spirit in. She is also, there's representations here of spiritual abundance, spiritual support, prosperity, abundance. She's got peacock feathers here. Once again, we've got the third eye chakra color and the heart colors and the throat chakra colors. Drop your shields. Okay, I feel like you are this argumentative energy, or you are the one being a little bit rigid here, perhaps this week. And she's like, just stop, just relax. You don't want conflict, because that's going to leave you alone. It's going to leave you feeling the opposite of this, when this is what people actually have the potential to offer you. Okay, you don't want to be this guy or this guy or this guy. We really don't. You want to be feeling protected, feeling guided, feeling centered, feeling grounded. That's what we're trying to achieve. Make 10 minutes for yourself. If you need a meditation, message me if you don't know where to look or what to look for. Maybe I will send you something intuitive just for you. I'm trusting that will happen. Okay. That's wonderful. Protection guardian. It's like, be in that space where you're saying, thank you for everything I do have. I am so blessed. Thank you for your protection. Thank you that messages can come like this at certain times to try and prevent me from making mistakes. Here's the spiritual strength again. There's the protection guardian right behind him. Spirit is much bigger than us. They can achieve a lot more than we can. I'm putting this yucky guy at the back of the deck here. We're not dealing with him. We're not going to get ourselves to that point, but it is a warning. Okay, let's get back to Angels and Ancestors. What do we need to know about this impasse and these partnerships and alliances, please? What else do we need to know? Thank you. The direction guardian. Choose your path. Okay. This is definitely, look how he's trying to choose a direction. The woman with the buckets as well. She's bringing the balance. He's like, what do I do? Where do I go? This person closes and shuts themselves down because they feel confused. But shutting down is not necessarily the way to go. So when it comes to this, the direction guardian's coming in. They're like, slow down. Let us help to guide you, to lead you in the right direction. But you've got to let that energy in. All right? Okay. He's directionless. And the direction guardian is there to offer that guidance. But he's got to open up. You've got to engage in this energy. You've got to be receptive, not be pushing energy out all the time or thinking that you know everything. Make some time to be quiet. Be still and listen. Okay? Be quiet. Be receptive. That is when we get the answers. We can't just talk and put out energy all the time. Sometimes we need to stop and we need to listen. Okay. What goes with this third eye chakra, please? And the confusion. Whoops, there we go. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, this is coming through all the time. It's as easy as pie to just say, please protect me. Please give me the spiritual strength that I need. They are offering it. These energies are around you at the moment. But we don't, if we don't ask, we don't get. Okay, I had to pull another one. Intend and create. Okay, this arrow, this is almost like, you know, if you know who Artemis is, or Diana, the goddess of the hunt, or if you look at the Sagittarius energy with the arrow, the bow and arrow, that arrow never misses. That arrow shoots true and direct every time. Okay, and this is exactly what it's saying. It's saying intend and create. Have an intention. Be focused on your intention, and you don't have to have an intention in terms of a solution around this. Your intention can just be, I want to be grounded and balanced. I ask for the protection so that I can see things from a bird's eye view. I can have this clarity. I can have this discernment and impartiality. That's the word I was thinking of. I can have this perspective, because this is like not keeping things in their proper perspective, only seeing our own way. He's saying, stop. So is she. He's like, we're not dealing with that negative stuff. It's a lot of the stuff is maybe things that trigger us from the past or something along these lines that make us have almost this kind of default opinion on whatever it is that we are discussing or trying to sort out here. And you hard and fast, no, I'm not open to any other suggestions. But I feel like being open to other suggestions is really the way to go. And if you don't want to take them from human beings, let the guides come in. Let spirit come in. The spiritual strength is also spiritual truth. Surround yourself with protective energy. Intend and then create. You see, you can't set an intention. Your arrow will falter if you're not balanced, if you're not coming from a balanced place. If you've got this mental conflict, this confusion, your arrow will miss. It's just the way it is. If your energy is off and you're playing darts, you will not hit the target. Surround yourself with protective energy, then set your intention and create. And intend to do things with peace from a place of love. Okay. Last but not least, can we see what goes with impartiality and this mental conflict, please? What else do we need to know? Medicine Guardian. Okay, so this is about healing. Be open to healing information. You see, it's the information. It's the, I feel like this is, this is us not being willing to expand, or not being willing to listen to the opinion of others, or not being willing to entertain a different idea. Our rigidity is what's going to cause trouble for us. And there's so much green coming through here as well. Again, there's your guardian. This is Archangel Raphael. He is the healer. He can heal relationships. He can heal mental, emotional, physical, spiritual ills of all kinds. There's a focus here on healing information coming through. Okay, be open to healing information is literally sit in a meditation, be open to the information coming through. This can heal the situation, or this can heal the relationship. Be open to this. And like I said, they don't just come and intervene in your life. Say, please help me with this situation. I'm open to this healing information coming through that's going to heal this situation for me. Okay, there is spiritual strength available to you. Here it is. You're seeing it in all these different shapes and forms. You don't get much more spiritual strength than the consciousness of like an archangel energy consciousness that can bring in healing to anything. All right, I just want to see if there's anything else. Remember that there could be deception here, but you could be deceiving yourself and making yourself convinced that this is a good idea and your way is the only way. I feel like there's stubbornness here. I feel like there could be envy too, and that could be the driving force for this attitude. Be honest with yourself. Ask for Spirit to heal that within you. Okay, is there anything else from this Angels and Ancestors Tarot, please? Or Oracle, rather? Anything else? Yep. Autumn, release the old and rest. What a beautiful card. I love crows and ravens, though, so I'm a bit partial or biased here. Release the old and rest. Do you know that I actually feel okay, maybe this is a personal thing, because when I see a crow or raven, there's just something that happens, and I literally take this huge breath. It's like they just kind of give me this sense of relief, and I literally always take a deep breath when I see them, and I sigh, and it just de-stresses me. But I think that's like they're speaking to me to impart the message. That's how it usually goes. I need a frame of reference to tell you what's going on here. So this is definitely about release. You know, when these leaves are falling off the trees, this is a sense of release and letting go. And the trees don't worry that they're never going to have leaves again. They know they're going into a time of stillness and peace. It's like us going into a time of meditation. Let go of all the old stuff. Sit quietly. Be in your winter state where it's snow and it's silent and it's quiet. And that's when you find the ability for Spirit to actually have a turn to speak. Okay, for this healing information to come in, for this protective energy. Release the old and rest. This is an old, rigid energy or belief system or something that you have, that you almost like hyper focusing on when there's so many things beginning in your life, so many things to be grateful for. This might be one of those things, but you're being a bit weird about it. Okay. Surround yourself with protective energy. Choose your path. Intend and create. Release the old and rest. I feel like you've got an old way of doing things. And if you're probably honest with yourself, it probably hasn't served you in the past either. Okay. Exchange energy and create abundance. I'm just pulling from the bottom of the deck here. See beyond the current situation. Oh, yeah, she's like the partner of this guy. Harness mystic power. This is a very interesting reading today. Working together. Do you see here how balanced this energy is? How perfect it is. Okay. Do I need to carry on? Is there anything else? It feels like they just want to give more information. Anything else from this deck, please? Please let me know. If you like this style of reading, this is what I'll do every week. Okay, nothing from there. I'm going to check all of them. Anything else? I think we're done. Okay, last deck, please. Maybe there's one or two from here. Nope, that's it. Okay. Harness your mystic power. See beyond the current situation. Exchange energy to create abundance. Do you see this? Release the old. That's when you're going to be able to relax. Tap into Spirit to bring this healing information that's going to sort the situation out for you. Okay, and I leave you with that. I wish you a beautiful week ahead, and I will end up talking to some of you during the week. But otherwise, have a wonderful week further. Don't forget the energy sessions on the 28th of Feb, new moon in Pisces. So if you're feeling a bit emotional, I can't blame you, and I hate to tell you, but the next month as well, eclipse. It can be difficult energy. Keep yourself grounded and protected and balanced. It's imperative. A nice negativity bath with some salt does wonders. Put in some essential oils like lavender that calm the mind. Rosemary, if you need to clear your thoughts and get rid of that confusion. Rosemary is excellent for this. If you've got high blood pressure, do not use rosemary, but you can substitute with basil. Okay. Even if you're studying or something, it clears your thoughts. Okay. Love you all and see you soon. Bye for now.